Okay. I'm going to give this a little bit before I start. And after that, we'll get started. Okay. Hey, what's going on, everybody? So, I'm a little behind right now, but I've got a couple things going on with the group, you know, things that, you know, admin's got to take care of, so we're going to let them do that. And that's, you know, kind of a good thing because it's giving me some time to get things worked on. But yeah, it's a little late. It's 10 till 8 where I'm at. So I thought I was going to have a couple issues going live. So what I did was I went ahead and based this. This is what we're working on, okay? I think if you're just now hopping in to the live videos and all this stuff, I told you that we were going to be working on the little pumpkin guys, and that's specifically for today, okay? So, real quick, let me tell you what. Let me get this cleaned up real quick, this airbrush, then after that, we can go ahead and get started, because what I'm getting set up for right now is an ink wash, okay? So once we get all that good stuff ready to go, we'll ink wash it real quick. And then we'll get into the fun stuff. Something that we haven't shown yet is the lights. We're going to hook up some lights onto this stuff. We're going to foam fill some lights in. And we'll be using the Monster Maker's 2-part foam that I showed you last week, I think. So, yeah, we're going to do all that stuff, and I'll show you how to hook it up and all. So it's real easy, super easy. I think the only thing that I do is pretty much, you know, foam fill it, and that's it. So we're going to dry this just a little bit more, just because, you know, I just based it. I don't want it to be wet when I get ready to go do the ink wash, because I don't want any of this stuff to come off. Tell you what, too, while I'm blabbering, it would probably be good if I moved you a little bit closer, where you guys can see it some. See me do my thing. What's going on, everybody? Hopefully comments are working okay today. That would be nice. So yeah, just drying this thing. Trying to get it as dry. I mean, it's pretty much dry now. Like I said, I kind of started on this stuff earlier, you know, because I was thinking that I was going to have some connection issues. But that's okay. My intentions, if I wasn't able to go live anyway, was to go ahead and get this done. That way I could, you know, take the pictures and you guys could see it at least. But we're live now, so it's all good. We can at least get it finished up. So the thing that I'd recently finished the most was this stem, so I'm just going to kind of focus on this a little heavy, make sure I can get it dry before we do the wash. So we're going to do two things before we do our lights. We're going to do the ink wash once this is dry, and then we're going to dry brush it. And the dry brushing, I think, makes it look super cool. Super cool. And I think I didn't add this in. We're gonna darken this stuff up, but on the inside. But that's gonna be after we foam fill it, because I darkened up the other one and then I foam filled the lights in afterwards, and it was kind of pointless because I'm gonna have to paint over that foam anyway. And you'll see that in a minute. You'll see what I'm talking about. Once we have that paint, I'll paint over it. Actually, since that so we can let that dry just a little bit. I'll move this over. All right. So, two versions, right? 1 and 2. This is what I'm talking about. Okay. I'm gonna see if you can kind of see inside this guy. You see the white in there? That's the foam. Okay. So I was dumb. Got my fat head in the way. Sorry. So I was dumb and you know, painted the inside of that pumpkin black and then foamed it afterwards. Well, that was kind of pointless, obviously, because you know, I'm gonna have to paint it again. But that's okay. What sorry, I'm trying to get all this stuff with my laptop. That way I'm not having to turn around. So all you're seeing is my back right now. Okay, here we go. Now I can see comments. Hey, there we go. I can at least see comments on my laptop. Can't see comments on my phone though, so it must be a phone thing. Who knows? Hey Patrick, how are you? Okay, so that was the deal with the with that guy back here. So let me move him over. That way you guys can at least see it. So one more time. I know it's kind of a, you know, a pain to watch me dry this, but just want to be on the safe side. That's all when we do this ink wash. Because like I showed you, I think it was the first live video that we had done when we did the little ghosts, when we rushed through this thing real quick and the paint started coming off. You don't want that to happen, so you want to make sure that this is completely dry, because if you know, if the paint starts coming off, it's going to look like crap. You're going to have to redo it. So you definitely don't want that to happen. So make sure your paint's dry. So I'm just being safe, you know. That's all. Hope everybody's doing good. Lee, how's it going? From Fear on Farm in, is that West Virginia? Sweet. Hey, listen too, guys, because we've got a decent bit on so far. I only do this on Thursdays now, but if you've been watching the videos, if you have a haunted house, or if you've got a mask making company, or anything, it don't even have to be that. It could be anything Halloween related. If you want it to be promoted, shoot me a message. You know, I'll wear your t-shirt. We're going to be doing it every Thursday. I'll wear your t-shirt, and I'll talk a little bit about your business, you know, what you guys are all about, what you do, where you're from, all that stuff. I want to help, you know, promote your stuff. So shoot me a message. You know, get me a t-shirt or you know, bracelet, hat, whatever you have. I'll rock it on Thursdays. I definitely will. I like doing that stuff, you know. I like helping everybody out, and kind of always done that. It's kind of been my thing. So yeah, shoot me a message. Okay. That's enough of that. That should be dry enough, I think. So, we're going back to that again. It is 50%. I said 50%. Let me half filled, right, with the Amsterdam. We're going to go with that again, just because I'm trying to get rid of this stuff. Because, you know, in my opinion, it's crap compared to FW inks. But anyway, halfway filled with the Amsterdam ink and halfway filled with 70% alcohol. and that's what we're going to be doing with the ink wash. So let's go get it. So this is going to be the last video, I think. I'm trying to think of the schedule that I made. I believe this is going to be the last video that we're going to be doing painting. We're going to be starting sculpting. We're going to sculpt something Thursday. I think we're going to start it. I might start some tomorrow, and you know, that way you don't really see the boring parts during the live video. What I'll do with the basic sculpting, I'll probably do a regular video, and I'll post it on the Toxic Effects YouTube page, and that's probably going to be a good thing. That way you can watch the boring part if you want to, on how to get started sculpting and all that good stuff, and then the fun stuff, the shaping it, and details and all that stuff we get to see live. So in a minute I'll let this dry, because since I just mentioned the YouTube page, I post a link a lot. I have to post the link in the comments. So with this ink wash, I'm spraying again the entire thing, covering it, making sure it gets all in the little details of it. Right, because that's the most important parts. The non-important parts are when the high spots get wiped away, and you know, that's when those really deep low spots show. Getting all in the little top here, getting that covered. Okay, so we'll let that dry a little bit, and I think I might be able to do the link here. So real quick, let me turn that so you can see it some, and I'll get my fat head out of the way. That way you can look at that for a little bit while I go get the link, and I'll post it in the comments. That way you can go check out the YouTube page if you haven't already. Because the goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers. That way I can kind of go live on the cell phone. I'm really wanting to go ahead and get a good camera set up. That way I don't have to do the phone, but right now this is just what we're rolling with. Okay. I think I found yeah, here we go. Okay, I should be posting that link here in a minute. Well, maybe. Hang in there with me, guys. I'm going to get this figured out eventually. Okay. Nope, that was not the link. I'm dropping the ball, guys. Straight dropping the ball. Thanks, Lee. I appreciate that. Right now, yeah, I'll go ahead and let you guys know now. Because the whole point in doing this today was to let you guys know, because I've gotten a bunch of messages, to be honest, about the both versions, you know, whether they were for sale and what kind of different options I could do and all that stuff. So I've been telling everybody that they're not available yet, and you know, they weren't. But since you're asking, I mean, and I'll post this later on too. Now they are. I think that right there just might be the link. So I posted a link in the comments. I'm going to see if I could pin that too. That way, yeah, there we go. So I just pinned that comment. Okay. That way you guys can see that. Yeah. So go like that. All the videos. Go subscribe. Because, you know, we're trying to get to 1,000. But to answer your question, yes, they now after this is done, that way I have 2 versions. I have several more that I'm working on right now. Yeah, they're for sale. We're gonna go ahead and release them tonight. That was the whole point in doing these. 2 versions. Unlit without lights is gonna be $35, and lit with the lights it's gonna be $60. So yeah. Oh yeah. So no lights, 35, lights, 60. Okay, so here we go. Just being real easy, wiping this stuff off. And I'm going to show you too what I hate about this ink, and this is exactly why I'm wanting to get rid of it and start using my FW again. So I'm being gentle, right? You see that crap right there that's not coming off unless I have to do all that mess. Now it adds a little bit, yeah, but I'm picky and I don't really like that. So sometimes with this ink, it dries super fast. It's, in my opinion, making it look like crap when it, I don't know. I don't really know how to describe it. It looks real flaky looking, I guess. But I hate it. Some people like it. I'm not one of those people. Let me back you up. That way I'm not, in everybody's face. But yeah, that's why I'm trying to get rid of this stuff. Really. Because with FW ink, it's a lot smoother. And if you're just now hopping in these videos, this is FW ink. This is my black. So you can get that. I order all that stuff off Amazon. Used to get it through Hobby Lobby. Maybe Hobby Lobby and FW had a little issues or whatever. I don't know. But what I do know is they ain't selling FW anymore. It makes me sad because I can't go up in Hobby Lobby and buy my FW. I think I posted that link twice. Did I? Did I post that link twice? I don't know. Oh no, it's just because I have it pinned. Huh. Don't listen to me. I'm a moron. It's okay. Just ignore me. Watch the video. Just ignore me and watch the video. Okay, going into the little stem here, wiping it off. Patrick, I can, but the thing is with that is I have to sculpt them, and I have no problem doing that at all. These are just, obviously already molded. I can't really change too much about them as far as the facial features and everything, but I'm more than happy to sculpt one. These are some that I carved real pumpkins and molded it, and molded a real pumpkin, and that's what the pumpkin looked like when it was rotten at the time before I molded it. So I can sculpt this and do whatever facial features you want. But the reason why I decided to do this, kind of took the lazy way and didn't sculpt it because it was a lot faster. If you're asking, that's what I did. But regardless, it looks, what do you think? It looks cool, right? It's super cool. That's the whole thing about the ink wash that I like the most. I like that too. It's just, that's how it rotted. That's how it went down. That's not a mistake. It looks cool. Just adding detail. I like it. Okay. So, real quick, we will, first off, not use that paper towel. We're going to dry this off again with the heat gun. And then we'll get into the different stuff that I like. So some of this on the inside of this guy needs to be filled in, so we're going to be mixing a little bit more foam. But yeah, we're going to get all that stuff ready here in a minute. Okay. So, stupid me didn't come prepared today. I have everything that I need down here on the table except for my lights. So, take a quick minute, go get a drink or something. I'll be right back. Go get that. Yeah. Okay, I'm back. See how fast that was? So, we have the lights. We've got the foam. We're going to get this started. So I'll tell you a little bit about the lights that I'm using today. And the lights that I'm using in these aren't going to be the same lights that I use in every prop. Okay? They're going to be different according to the head sizes and everything like that. So I want to first make sure that you guys can kind of see that. If you can see that, that'd be great. my laptop's kind of behind. So hopefully I can see that. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So laying it back right now because we're getting ready to foam this bad boy. So I'm opening up the lights because it's in a brand new box. Yeah. Okay, so these are the lights that we're using. Okay, if I can get this pack open. So you got your, bring you down a little bit, your switch. Okay. You got your light. And you've got your power source. This is going to be batteries. This takes 8 AA's, I think. So it's a lot, but super cool, super worth it. Go ahead and pop these in real quick. And then we'll get cracking on the foam, and I will show you how I do it. We're gonna wing it on the foam today because I'm gonna be doing another video on YouTube on how to do the foam the proper way. But what I'm using right now is solo cups, and there's marks on these cups that I'll pay attention to help me with my my parts when I'm doing my measurements. Because with this foam, it's 2 parts B to 1 part A, and I'll explain that here in a minute as soon as I get the batteries put in. Okay, so we got the batteries in. We're going to put that to the side. Switch, we're going to put that to the side. We don't need those right now. The light, however, we do. So I'm going to set this light probably, I want to put it around in the middle of where it's going to be. So right about there. Where I want it. Okay, and I kind of want the pumpkin to be level, about like that. That way the foam's not going to be rushing all the way to the back, because I really don't want to get it on my light. So we're going to put something behind it to hold it, like that brush. And this is the foam that we're using. Okay, this is obviously Monster Maker's foam. This is 2-part foam, A and B. You can see on the instructions it's 2 parts B, which is this, to 1 part A. So whatever you pour of that, you're going to pour half of it, of this. So we're going to do 2 parts in this cup. That's a lot. So we're going to pour some out. You're a little happy there. And then we will do half of what we poured in B. We'll do half of the A. And the A is the hardener. Okay. And since this is since this is being mixed in cups, get this out of the way. Since it's being mixed in these little cups, I'm just using a popsicle stick. Alright, so pour A into B. And you want to mix. And I'll let this mix a pretty decent bit because I want my foam to rise. Mix it super good. Okay, and now we're going to kind of brush this stuff in there. That there should be good enough, and there's going to be stuff coming out on the sides. That's all right. It's going to happen. Most important thing, obviously, is to not move your light like I'm doing, because you want this foam to start doing its thing. Because once it starts, it's gonna go. And this is a a super boring part. But when we foam that in there, it's in there. You know, you'll have to cut it out if something goes wrong with it. But the whole point is to get it secured. And that's how we do it. So it is going to take a little bit with that. So to pass the time, that's what one looks like lit. Isn't it cool? Isn't it neat? I gotta find my black, because we're gonna start painting the inside of this guy. So I have to unplug that in a minute. Any questions for me in with the whole process so far of the foam filling and all that stuff? How these are done? Shoot a comment. Obviously, give me a like if you like it. If not, hey, that's okay too. It's all good. You don't have to. Just cleaning my airbrush while that foam sets. All right. So with the foam, it's kind of coming out on the bottom side a little bit more than what I like. That's okay. Maybe we'll get out a little lucky and it won't. When we start taking this stuff out, when we cut it out, it won't pull the paint out. But if it does, we'll repaint it. No big deal. So unplug all that good stuff, and that's what you're left with when you take all that out. We're gonna have this secured in, the actual props that I'm getting rid of. These are just the ones that I'm keeping, but the ones that you guys want to take home with you, they'll be secured. So I'm just painting over that foam, that white crap, because I can't stand it. yeah. There we go. We'll let that dry. Shouldn't be too much longer, I don't think, with the with this foam. Yeah, it's kind of sticky. See that? Want it to get a little bit harder than that. So we're gonna have to let it sit some. But yeah, wish I had something to promote, you know. I've got no shirts today to promote, even though now we're doing it on Thursday, but this is kind of one of those times where we're just sitting here. That's pretty much it. Back it up some. You can see my ugly face. And again, I think for the 1000th time, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube video, or the YouTube channel, rather, go do it. Please. Please. Because eventually it's just going to be on YouTube, and that's it. We're not going to do Facebook well, we might still, but not as much as we would probably will on YouTube. I definitely intend on doing a lot more on YouTube than I will on Facebook. What I want to try to do, yeah, we're getting lucky. So this stuff's pulling off of the pumpkin like I want it to. Yeah. So it's still a little tacky, so what I'm doing is just pressing that stuff down in there on the other foam to just let it stick. That way I can get this out of the way, and I've saved my paint at the bottom. It hasn't peeled off, because if this stuff hardens all the way and I haven't taken it off, it's gonna peel that paint off, and then I'm screwed. I'll have to do it again. So yeah. Alright, it's a little, like I said, tacky still, but we're going to go ahead and move forward. And we'll paint the inside of this. Just because I don't like seeing all that foam. Alright, next, we're going to kind of add some of this nasty stuff on the edges. And the only thing I really did, this is just kind of a happy accident that I came across on this dude when I did it the first time, was that. And we're just kind of going across with it. Adding some black in there. And that's it. I'm just blending all of it in so it doesn't look, you know, too crappy. What are we thinking? Looks good? Bad? Yes? No? Maybe so. Kind of glad I came across this little technique here because it really does add to it. I like it. Definitely like it. Just brings out a little bit more. Kind of darken this one up a little bit. Make it look a little nasty. Knock some of this crap off from the table off of it. Okay, and the last thing that we're going to do to button this guy up is dry brush. And we're just going to use a straight brown. And that's it. Doing it quick, so a little bit on there. Dab, get the excess off. Much. Went a little heavy back here, so I'm just kind of blending that up. That's all. That dry brushing really adds to it. He's looking funky now. Definitely looking funky. Yeah. Cool. We'll dry it up real quick. See how we like it. Think it's gonna look cool. After that, we'll light it up. I'm getting flakes coming out of this thing. It's about time to get another one. Y'all ever had the issue with these dudes getting flakes and stuff flying out of them? That's just a sign to me that we need another one. Okay, that should be enough. And so with this is the whole kit that I was telling you. Battery pack, male in, switch, female in. Voila, you got that. This end, okay, goes to your light that we have foam filled, right? There we go. See if you can see that on camera. Kind of looking. Ha, you can't. Not really. Not too well. So, tell you what. Get this up. That way I can see it a little bit better. That way I'm not messing around with it too much. Is that looking better? Y'all see it some? Okay, now there with this thing, there's a bunch of different settings on it that you can mess with. You can change up how it's flickering and all that good stuff. Let's do this. This might be a little better. Maybe. Yeah, that might be a little better, I think. I can see it some. So, there's mode, speed, and light. So, you can change it, your different kinds. Change your mode on how it's flickering. You can also, with the speed button, you can click it a couple times and it will change how fast it actually flickers. Right, so sometimes it will just kind of do that, and as you can see in the camera, it's going to go a little bit faster. I think I like that setting right there. Okay. Now this switch was with that other one, so this one we'll have to do from scratch. That's alright. So we'll hook this one up too. Real quick. And the thing I like about this stuff is, I mean, if one thing goes out, you just take it apart and replace it. And that's it. I want it to be simple for everybody. I don't want it to be, you know, pain in the butt. Hey, and just one mode. Just click mode one time and it changed it. There we go. Check it out. Right? And the light's pretty bright. I mean, it's kind of, let's see. There we go. A little darker now, so you can see it. Whoops. Yeah. So there's the guy. This one. And we'll hook this other dude up. Put him in here too. Why not? And there they are. What do you guys think? Look pretty cool, right? So, for those of you that were asking for, yes, they are now for sale. I'll post this on the page a little later on tonight. Lit, these guys are 60. Unlit, they're 35. Okay? So, you can grab one. You know, let's do something. Make it happen. These guys are awesome. I know you guys are excited with all the messages. Listen, I appreciate all the messages that I get sent. I really do. So I know you're excited about these things. I am too. I like these things. These are probably one of my most favorite things out of the things that I've done. So yeah, shoot me a message and you know, let's make it happen. If you place an order, right, and you want this stuff to be made on the live page, on the YouTube page, and all that stuff, shoot me a message, and we'll make it happen. You know, you can see all this stuff being made live. So yeah, that's it on this video, guys. So Thursday we're gonna be doing sculpting. Yeah, I need to get some stuff sculpted. We need to go ahead and get that stuff started for the show. So I think we're gonna do a Krampus. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a Krampus. We're gonna start sculpting that because I had one and the mold broke. So we will go ahead and start sculpting a Krampus Thursday. I will get everything blocked out tomorrow, and Thursday we'll start working on a Krampus and see how cool it looks. If things change, I will obviously let you guys know. I'll post that and let you know. But as of right now, we're going to do a Krampus. So yeah, hope you guys like the video. And if you're watching this on YouTube, like the video, subscribe, and hit that bell notification for more TFX videos. Alright guys, see you Thursday. Have a good one.